Hi guys, how are you? I'm just gonna make up an afternoon latte here, and I thought I would just do it on a video because I know there's some new people in the group here. And so for anyone who hasn't seen just how easy it is, I am going to show you because it's literally so easy to make a delicious latte at home. In our catalog, we have a page dedicated to latte blends. So sweet lattes and regular lattes. The regular lattes, you add sweetener to it if you want. The sweet lattes are sweetened with organic cane sugar, or like in the case I'm making a maple latte, it's actually sweetened with maple sugar. Any of our teas in the catalog can actually make lattes. And they're actually probably the ones that I make the lattes of the most because I love the black teas, and there's so many good black teas that make really good lattes, like the raspberry macaron, the raspberry Earl Grey is my favorite. Cozy pumpkin swirl chai, butterscotch chai, any of this, those are both black teas, but any of our chais make delicious ones. So many of our pu'ers make really good ones. So there's so many options, and any of our teas make really good latte blends. Today I'm actually using, any of our teas make really good lattes is what I'm trying to say. But today I'm using a latte blend. This is the Canadian maple one. Another favorite is the caramel rooibos one, which is kind of funny because rooibos isn't really my favorite tea type, but I really like the caramel rooibos one. And another favorite is the London Fog. I love that one, it's so good. So today I'm going to use my bubble cup. This is in the catalog. This one doesn't have the bubbles, it's just a nice plain cup. And then it's double walled, so you don't burn your hands if you're having a hot beverage like your latte or just a hot cup of tea. They're really good for that. It comes with or without a universal infuser, so that's a really fun gift if you're thinking of Christmas already. But I am not going to use the infuser today. With our latte blends, you use a steeping sack. All of our steeping sacks are biodegradable. And they just look like this, and you can use them, they're so handy. You can use them in any cup, you can use them in a pitcher, if you're making like a giant pitcher of tea or whatever, and you can just tie it in and throw it in. They're like super easy. So with our latte, I am going to, actually, you know what, before I get that going, because this only takes 30 seconds to steep, I'm actually going to get my milk going. So lattes, you need to have some sort of a milk frother, because that is what makes a latte. This milk frother is so handy and so quick. It's like my funnest little kitchen gadget I have. It has a mesh bottom, and it's a hand pump one, and it works really well on all milk, dairy milk types. Really well with 1% or skim milk. The almond milks, I've noticed steep froth really well. My friend did like an oat barista type milk, and she said that one frothed. It doesn't get like super thick with the almond milk or the barista one, but it gets nice, and it still does a fairly good job. So I'm using skim milk, and I love a little bit of vanilla flavor in mine, so I'm just going to add just a little bit of vanilla. But you can add, this is where the fun part gets, because to your teas you can add, especially with any of the dark teas or the black teas or anything like that, you can add like Baileys. With this cozy swirl pumpkin chai, you can add pumpkin Baileys, rum chata. Any cream liqueur is so delicious in these. Like, it doesn't even have to be a cream liqueur, any liqueur. You can add it into your froth, or quite often I just add it right into my tea before I add the froth. And then you just put it on and you start pumping. And like I said, the skim, the lower the fat content I found is the better it froths. And so the skim froths really nice, and the 1% froth really, it actually gets like super thick. So you just pump this up. Now, any of our bags of tea, like if you're making black teas or anything like that, you're going to get about 20 to 30 cups of tea from them. So the bags of tea go a long way. And the thinner the grind, like these ones, you'll get the bigger amount. Ones with more bits and pieces. Like the fruit teas, for example, you're not going to get as much because there's like big chunks of fruit and stuff in them. But any of our like black teas and our pu'ers and oolongs and greens and all of that, you'll get like 20 to 30 cups out of them, and that's a lot of tea. So while that's doing that, I'm going to get, so with the blends, I'll show you how fine they are. They're like a really fine. Can you see that? Oh, the maple smells so good. And again, maple isn't something, I forget if I already said this, maple is not one that a flavor that I love because I find it quite strong. But this one I really quite like. It's just a nice, you can definitely taste the maple, but it's not like overpowering. So then you just add your hot water. And when you're doing a latte, you want to make sure you do about half and half because you want, or that's more than half, but whatever. You want room for your foamed milk. So I probably should have only put it up to here, but you know, I'm live and crap happens when I'm live always. So then these steep only for 30 seconds. So you don't want to oversteep them because they will start to taste a bit bitter. So while that's steeping, I'm just going to quickly finish this up. Oh yeah, look how nice that is, you guys. Perfect. Okay, I'm just gonna let that sit for a minute. Now, let's see this. That's probably been about 30 seconds, hey? I just gotta taste this. Oh yeah, see, you don't even have to add milk froth to that. That's just a lovely black tea. Or I guess it's not black tea. What is even in here? It's maple sugar, oh there it is, black tea, cinnamon, calendula petals, sunflower petals, vanilla bean, and natural flavors. It's really yummy. Okay, now for the best part, you guys. The froth. Okay, you ready? Look at that. Now, was that not so easy and so fast? If I hadn't been talking the whole time, that would have just been like super fast. Oh, yummy. That is so good. So you can add sprinkling on here. You can do some shaved chocolate on there. You can shave some orange zest on there. You can add cinnamon, you can add pumpkin spice. Our masala chai base is another blend, and it is really good, just sprinkled on top of there. But yeah, that is a super easy latte, you guys, and it's such a yummy treat. And yeah, so cheers. You guys have a great afternoon.